will you not, Lismic? And it have us seek the lords of cinder and return them to their mold. But weird, don't you? What, ask it to us?
Ah, well met, Ashen One.
Oh. What was I doing?
Ashen One, B.
Ah, 'tis good. What needs smithing this day?
No! Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't alt tab out. Hey, Stooch. Please, Andre. Okay, good. I didn't accidentally make him real mad.
Be careful.
Weekend was pretty good. I don't know if you saw the pictures I put in general in Focie's Discord, but picked up some cool stuff so I can actually stream my PS2 or the Super Nintendo stuff now. And Fox did an pretty cool artwork for me. So I've got my Twitch channel has a header now, and I've got some like icons and whatnot. And the last stream that you missed, Focie and I sorted out. I'm now only streaming at 30 frames per second, but it seems to be, he was saying, he and Soap said it was a lot more stable. So now we'll just kind of see what it looks like for you. So I guess, yeah, I've got all kinds of cool options to do now, which is going to be fun, because I know, like, Focie doesn't get to, he only gets to watch this when Fox isn't around, and it'll be nice to have some stuff to just kind of play around with. I did all of this stuff in here on Friday. So like I did the thing with Onion Bro. Did all of the stuff that direction. So now it's just make the run for the tree, and then we can move on from here. But I saved the tree for when you were around. This is gonna be bad. No, it was definitely mine. Like some real weirdness that was going on my end. Oh, even outside of Twitch, I was having some real weird... That seems early. I thought he waited a lot longer to fall down. No, I was having some real weird, Whoa. back it up. Some real weird performance problems in terms of the frame rate just dropping all the time. I'm gonna be mad if I first try the tree. Of course I won't if I don't, I'm also gonna be mad if the, if I still have that stupid thing equipped. Nope. Oh, come on. I know there's at least one more of these somewhere. Oh, that's bad. Chug. Chug. Come on, there's another... I know there's more of these that I can hit. Did I just first try the tree? That's just kind of sad. I don't remember how many times I died to him in my first playthrough. Yeah, I also already joined the Covenant down here. I just don't have any of the stuff for it. Well, because I always played it as a sorcerer, so you can't aim the spells all that well, so you end up like either struggling with the melee side of it, or you just kind of hope that you hit things the right way. It isn't so much that he's hard, he's just... I remember I ran out of spellcast a lot trying to hit the weak spots. Alright, let's go talk to what's his name. A lot of it is that I'm really bad at free aiming. Like, I've got a bow, but if I'm going to use the bow, I tend to... Yeah. Not like I'm going to use that all that often. But yeah, even with the bow, I tend to always... Yeah, I've only done DS3 as a sorcerer, but like when I use a bow, I tend to always do the two-handed zoom in and aim thing. I'm not so good at the free aim. Alright, so what are my options? Hollow Slayer, Greatsword. That's not really it. It's Great Axe. Or it's Great Hammer. That's basically useless. Can't even use that yet. You know, you reminded me, the place I bought the Super Nintendo stuff at earlier today had one of the Kingsfield games, which is like the pre-Demon Souls games. And I almost bought it, but it looks so bad that I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to put up with it. You know, I'm gonna pick up this. I should put a couple points into strength anyway. And then... So how was the boss fight? Was it dropping frames left and right, or was that a lot better? Did I ever pick up a bone shard? I did. Forgot to use it. That's good to know. Where do I go now? Where do I go now? Oh, no, that's right. Tells you how long it's been since I've actually played through this. I forgot that where you're supposed to go besides killing the tree here. Alright, we're going to make one good try to do this the right way, and then we're just going to run past the stupid knight. Come on. This one of those guys is going to chase me all the way here. I don't remember much of the maps. Like, Focie and I were kind of laughing last stream because when I did my New Game Plus Plus run, I had a Google spreadsheet that would tell me where all of the rings and stuff that I was missing were, and I just used that to navigate. I didn't bother like doing the right way or anything else. All right. Let's see how. Oh, couldn't parry. Oh, come on, you. Seriously. What is the range on that frost breath? Holy cow. Yeah, I know. I had a feeling that was going to happen for him. I did not remember that frost breath being that horrible. We're going to give him one more try, and then I'll just zip past him. I got scores to settle. I probably shouldn't have been trying to parry him with the Cestus either. I mean, yeah, it works, but it's also... Come on, boyos. Get further away, please. Oh, I did not want that dog following me. I don't know if I'd use say getting used to, but getting comfortable with, probably. The hard part is I still struggle remembering to switch in and out of the... Well, this isn't the way I wanted to go. I've already been up here. I don't need to be up here again. Hopefully the dog and the bull knight left. Or the Bowl Hollow or whatever you want to call them. There they go. Yeah, I did all the Sigurd stuff. Mostly because I was trying to figure out what I could do to fix the frame rate, and Focie was kind enough to help with that a little, and then he and I got talking about a bunch of random stuff. You know what? I am not going to be a chicken. I am going to Ember. I get invaded, I get invaded. Alright, I got my right for that. Yeah, when I don't try to do stupid stuff like parrying, it goes down pretty easily. It's Focie! Did Fox go to bed? You know what? Let's just take that moment to recover. I don't remember, Gotcha. I don't remember... Oh, this is gonna suck. You know what? Let's just run in and do this. I don't think we'll see that NPC character for ever, for a while. No, she wouldn't. I don't think she would know who that character is. You know, if I was cool, I could do what the speedrunners do and skip all of this crap. That just feels kind of... Holy cow! Something ahead. Sure, we'll be nice and rate your message. Yeah, the fair and skip, and I am not even gonna bother trying. Besides, that's not super fair. Half the fun of this is watching me fail at things. But I also don't remember where, like, any of the actual path is. I almost forgot where to go after the tree. No, I am not. I used up all my luck tonight when I realized that the cool capture device I got actually works, and that I could stream my new Super Nintendo. Oh, come on. It's a Japanese card that I'm not sure what the name is actually supposed to be, but it's basically a USB device that has RCA and S video on the end of it, by a company called IO Data, and it was like $40 on Amazon. It was super cheap, but plugged it in. I got the software for it installed. It'll do direct recording and other things. Yeah, it doesn't do anything above RCA. From what I can tell, the quality's pretty good. I haven't it's just a cord, so that makes me a little nervous. How well is the USB gonna hold up? What happens if I accidentally trip over it? All that stuff. But from what I can tell, that's pretty good, and it's 480p or whatever it is that stock RCA connection is. Oh, I forget. In the U.S., everybody calls it RCA. It's the yellow, white, and red. I think because RCA was one of the first manufacturers to really use it in their stuff here, so everybody just refers to them as RCA cable. And I never remember if that's composite or component. I think it's composite, because component is the one that splits the colors out. Somebody saw me. Need to watch my stamina meter more. That is for sure. Yeah, components red, green, and something else. Where did you come from? Yeah, I run out of stamina a lot because I'm really bad at remembering to actually watch it. Probably because I never had to worry about it when I was just doing my Super Ninja Assassin Sorcerer run. Alright, so you may wanna... I'll try to get through this spot here with the NPCs pretty quick, Focie, if you were concerned about any sightings. I'm gonna give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going in.
Oh, hello. How do you do? I am Anna. This is Horace. Are you too? We are well beyond the flood. We seek. We may go our step the next time. May the flame. Oh, yeah, he's not very. Don't think it without his. We are well along the road as beyond the flood. We may go the next time.
Hey, Wolf.
May the. We are well along beyond the. We may go us the next time. May the flames guide.
Alright, let's see. If I run back. Are they still here? They are. If I leave and come back, they go away. Miserable and bland. The weather can't be that bad. Okay, they're gone. Safe for Focie to come back. gonna end up running into zombie Jesus again. Do not want. Oh, crap. You know, I'm kind of surprised. I thought plunging attacks normally stop you from taking fall damage. I must have screwed that one up somehow. You know, I really need to watch some of the Pokemon speedruns because they always seem like they would be really cool. And then I'm like, oh, that looks like it'd be really cool. And then I get distracted by something because it's Pokemon and it's kind of slow in general. And outside of like GDQ, they don't really do a lot of fun, you know, commentary. Oh, that's good to know, Focie. Yeah, it's probably like the Final Fantasy VI speedruns that they name all of the characters single letter names because if they don't, the text scroll adds seconds to the run. I missed that timing. I don't remember where anything I want is down here. I just remember that it sucks and it's constant ambush land. And if I was... That was a crabby boy. I swear I heard you. Yeah, I know. And I'm tempted to go get it, but I've got my Chloranthy ring. Oh, that's right. These guys kind of sound like the crabs. I'm afraid if I grab that Grass Crest shield, I'm just going to want to use it. If I don't have it, I can't be tempted. You know? You mean like the Grass Crest shield and all of that stuff, Wolf? You know, I don't know. I know the... Oh yeah, if I had... I think we'd all agree that on my back would be technically be fine. I just don't trust myself to not use it, like in terms of... Oh! Like if it's there, I'm gonna want to use it. I must have whiffed on one of those swings, because I swear 2 of the double sword swings takes out those guys. Yeah, I know a lot of the names were slightly different in Demon Souls, and then they brought back a bunch of Demon Souls weapons for DS3. So, like, one that you use later on that's the boss-specific weapon. That was also a boss-specific weapon in Demon Souls. So if you had played Demon Souls and you ran across that, you know immediately that, oh, I should use this. I should look for the boss to use this on. Which is kind of cheesy. I did turn in my boss weapon. I picked up this that I may have as my backup sword. You know, I don't think I actually have used a straight sword in any of these games. That was a waste of time. Like, not for any length of time, anyway. It was always, like, Zweihander or bust, basically. I feel like there was some audio lag there, because I'm fairly certain... Alright, at least... do I... You know, I don't remember if the purple boy will invade. Well, I'm pretty sure I have to be embered for him to invade. I just don't know if I want him to or not. I think I got spoiled in DS1 because the Zweihander would pancake people even when it wasn't two-handed. So you got the, yeah, there's a purple NPC invader in here. He's part of... The invasion here isn't part of the quest chain, but he is part of the quest chain. And actually, I think it's down here that he invades. Somewhere in this general area. That was bad timing. Zweihander for me was in DS1 it was basically the I win button. Once I decided that I needed to stop using the Drake sword. Yeah, I don't know so much about PvP with it though, because there wasn't really much PvP by the time I got into DS1. But against most enemies, it was just pancakes for days. You know, not only do these guys have like crazy poise, they can apparently swing these logs on a dime. Oh yeah, I think in all fairness, in DS1, any of the Black Knight weapons was also an I win button. Really just want to get so much poise. But weren't the Black Knight swords like strong against all of the demon enemies? I swear they were. Alright. Well, yeah, strong against everything, but I kind of like how, when you find the occult club in Anor Londo and it's with all of Havel's gear, it's supposed to tell you that there's, the lords are weak against occult damage or something like that. But I swear that the Black Knight stuff was like super strong against the demon enemies in general, like more than its AR should have said. I remember I want to go back somewhere over here. You know, and that's something I probably would have missed entirely if I hadn't had somebody guide it a little, but that's because I wasn't paying enough attention to item descriptions in DS1 for a long time anyway. Which was my own fault for being stupid, but... This is gonna be stupid, but you know what? You don't get anywhere by making smart decisions. Yeah, you're right about that one too. I think, and it's kind of funny because I don't think I talk about it in channel a lot, but I listen to a lot of audiobooks and read in general. I used to actually read a lot more, but now I listen to a lot of audiobooks. And it's amazing how much even novels have changed from when I was younger, because it used to be you couldn't read something without endless, the joke was purple prose, where they just go on and on and on describing things. And now it's like, there's authors out there that have gotten a lot better at actually describing not so much the scenery and being overly flowery, but making sure that you understand through dialogue and little bits of characterization how people feel and think, and it's so much better to hear or to read. Okay, now I gotta remember that direction leads to the swamp, I think, and over here is the boss man. And I used to think that, Satch, and what I end up running into a lot of the time is that there's certain narrators that are really good, and then there are some that are not so great. And the ones that are really good are worth their weight in gold. I'm gonna regret this. I am gonna regret this. This is... You guys should have guilted me into doing this kind of a run a long time. a ring I don't need in the slightest. I should have guilted me into doing this a long time ago. 'Cause I don't, not only do I not remember where anything is, but I'm actually surprised at how much I'm not getting my butt kicked. Don't want to deal with the crabs yet. Oh no, this is a lot of fun. Alright, what's this general direction? Uh-oh. He saw me. Oh, he saw me. Okay. Oh, how do I get... I have to drop to get that, and I don't even remember what that is. You know, I haven't even changed any of my gear because I'm trying to... I have no weight capacity. I think I have the stats for it, but I think I might end up fat rolling. Need to put a few more points into that. Okay. Can I get just... Oh, come on. Can't trade hits with him. Oh, great. And his buddy's coming to see me. See, these guys I used to do the super cheap... Oh! Yeah, I used to do the super cheap homing soul masses. What do I have? You know what? Let's drop that. That's not doing me any good. What do I have that's better and or... Only kind of fat rolling. Yeah, but go... Oh, yeah, I could do the ladder thing. That might make them fall down by morons, but that always feels just kind of cheesy. Especially when I know I can actually do this. I just need to not be stupid about it. Oh, that's no good. Human theme, don't you mean the orc theme? Oh, I'm dead. Loktaro Gar Wolf. Alright, let's go get my stuff back and then... I don't know if I even had any souls worth keeping, but... I do have things I could... Oh! I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Yep. blossoms. I think that crab just killed one of his little brethren. Oh my. Run! Wolf, were you in... Yeah, you were around when I was complaining about Warcraft 3 and the lore, or not Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft and what it did to the lore. Alright. Well, at least my corpse isn't that far away this time. Alright, he's gone. Yeah, that was basically the TLDR, but you know, it felt like Warcraft 1 and then Warcraft 2 and then Warcraft 3 even put together like a real coherent game, and then they kind of wrecked it with World of Warcraft because they just kept adding random crap and rehashing things that had already happened. Like it was a fun game, but it didn't feel all that well put together, I guess is... Oh, Black Knight. There's something up this way. Was it good? Is it bad? I don't remember. Sellsword. That's basically the stuff I have now. Yes, but I want that. BS. I was behind him. I swear that these guys have some crazy reach with some of these things. That's what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. Seriously, that lunge has no wind up. Where's my adaptability? Where's my adaptability? Now I gotta go back and get my stuff again. That's okay though, he's good practice, if nothing else. Of all of the enemies to fight, the Black Knights are some of the best practice. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Go get my souls and I'm gonna run back to that place that shall not be named. Which I would be all about, Wolf, if I was allowed to use shields. But my options are Cestus parrying him, which I don't know that I could do, or alright, Homeward Bone. It is. Yeah, I don't know if I could Cestus parry them all that well. I got really good at parrying with like the what's the... In 2, it was the target shield. No, she won't. I think I screwed up her quest chain already. Alright, I've got enough. That's... Yeah, that is kind of a complaint I have with DS3, is that so many of the quest chains are really easy to break. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to know how to save Henri. Like, that one is just so... so easy to break. Now, I've done all 3 of them. I just never, like... I don't know how you were supposed to decipher how to do that one. Which reminds me, I have died a whole lot. So let's cheat me some...
Then shall we bear? Then shall we begin? Bear. Then shall we begin? Bear.
There we go. I was like, I knew that sooner or later he's gonna stop. Now, I know for Henri, a lot of it, it's the part that always really messes with me is the... my mind's going stupid. How to know to kill the guy that's got the chameleon effect going on in Murder Town. Alright, we're gonna go back here. Yeah, in the church. Like, that's the one that's the part that always blows my mind. That it's not that it blows my mind that somebody figured it out, because it's a lot of people play the games, but that the expectation was you would figure that out is kind of like, really? Right, that's the stupid way. I know I can go the other direction and get back into the cathedral, but I swear there's a reason to go this way, and I don't remember what it is. Or I'm hallucinating. No, there's not a way to go this way. No, it's not this way. Nuts. You know, what's really going to be interesting is seeing how badly the cathedral trips me up. Because I struggled with that one a lot my first playthrough. And then when it came time to playthroughs 2, 3, or 2 and 3, I just kind of kept going the same. I would just race through the cathedral, basically. Alright. Yeah, there's... Oh, okay, no, there's the back route here. That was stupid. Why did I just keep trading shots with him? Yeah, this route. It was the part that I missed. Holy cow! I did not remember there being that many guys in there. Did I just miss, like, the blazingly obvious front door? I did, didn't I? It's right here. Yep, I'm an idiot. I don't think I've played Pillars yet. It's on my list of stuff to try, but I keep buying new RPGs that are like throwbacks kind of to the old RPGs and realizing that a lot of what I loved about the old RPGs wasn't really the gameplay, it was the fact that it was so cool that I could do that on a computer. If that makes any sense. Like, there's a part of me that's tempted to stream the old TSR Gold Box games because I think they're super cool, but they're also, like, last time I popped one up, it was just like, oh god, this is bad. Like, this is real bad. There's not a secret door here. No, there's not. Making people mad at me.
Well, this is if you have how very well indeed. However, what champion to clearly so you will that in exchange in the form of very well. You know, I am all.
Speaking of,
I shall teach you sorceries. We will learn.
This guy's quest line. If you didn't know that you have to find 2 scrolls and bring them back to him before a certain point in time or he'll leave, like, that's... You could easily screw that up on a first playthrough. I'm gonna regret everything I'm about to do now. I can almost guarantee this. Yeah, I mean, that part's really cool. I wish for some of the NPC quests, that reminds me, I wanted to go get that item, and I'll loop back around, that they didn't break them so, like, thoroughly, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't so much mind, the Henri one actually doesn't bother me that much, because that one's kind of easy to figure out isn't the right word, but there's kind of hints and whatnot, but assuming that you're gonna find the right items in the right places kind of just seems a little cheap to me. But that could just be that because one of those scrolls is in the GD swamp, hiding behind a bunch of those giant crow demon things that tend to just wreck me. That might be a little bit of why I'm less than thrilled about those particular ones. You know, it's probably better. This one is kind of better than the one for our rotund friend, because his is really all over the place. It probably, Focie, is that I hate the swamps so much. Like, of all of the things in games, the swamps are I hate them so much. And so knowing that one of the things I'm going to have to do for Orbek's quest line is dealing with the swamp. Oh, that's some bull right there. I don't for this guy, at least. Oh. Got an Estus back. And I don't... I thought you only got Estus back when somebody rates your messages. Alright. I don't have any Carthus Rouge or... Heh. Alright then. Let's do this. Crap. Alright. Did not get the speedrun strat. Come on. Come back. No! So close. Oh. I really gotta figure out how the speedrunners do that. Yeah, it's the soul mass thing, but I was trying to, when she did it at the opening, I was trying to figure out how to do the dodge around part of that. Alright, so now it's time to do the quick run for the boss fog, because I am not fighting. Oh, see, so the dist way is I go and I buy, or track down through some other method, some Carthus Rouge and or the stuff that does poison that is escaping me right now, and I apply that to Acestus, and then I beat the ever-loving snot out of the Crystal Sage with that, so that the poison ticks do all of the work, and I just run around like an idiot dodging spells. That was right in my face. Let's heal. Come on. Oh, come on. It's not fair if you get to melee too. Yeah, innovative. They're called bad, is what that's the word you're looking for, is bad. Oh, that hurts. Get behind a wall, get behind a wall. Nope. Yeah, I did get greedy with stamina a couple times there. That's alright. Third time's the charm, right? Right, guys? Something like that. Pretend that's the saying. There it is. There... Yeah, the stamina usage on him is a little weird because there's if you watch, there's one tick of stamina for the first sword swing, and then there's another tick of stamina for the second one. So you end up kind of, like, not double tapping it, but you're gonna... It's not like one huge hit where if you're using his Y-hander, for instance, you can... You know, if you have a little bit of stamina, you're going to get all of it. I think that second sword swing won't happen if the... Oh, crap, I'm fat rolling. That's no good. Let's get rid of that. And I also forgot that I had needed to redouble dual wield. I do wish that the dual wielding for the swords was the default stance. Yeah, that early teleport happens pretty often for me. I don't know if it's just my luck or if it's something with how you approach the fight. Like if you wait too long or you don't close quickly enough, she does weird stuff, but... I just wish that DS3 had bonfire aesthetics so that you could redo the boss fights. Yeah, I think the only speedrun of this I've actually watched was Thor's from the GDQ. Oh, that hurt. You know what? Fine. We'll double chug, and we'll do it the slow way. You know, that was the nice thing. The Thor's run at whatever GDQ it was before the first DLC was really out, so he couldn't submit it as a DLC included run. So he only got to do the base game. Don't mind me, just a little cider down the wrong tube.
Aha, so happened upon and
You know, this I remember being a lot of fun. For boosting item discovery, but none of this stuff is worth my time.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Very well.
You know, the Dark Souls speedrunning community has not done themselves any favors. They they've what was it? Every GDQ they've done a run in, there's been something, and I don't remember all of the guys' names, but I remember one of them was for the original Dark Souls one. He was just kind of a jerk the whole run. You know, and that's true. Like that, it's cool when they get the world record holders on there. Like TMR always does really good stuff, and Lack Attack and a bunch of the world. Oh no. See, I like Bubbles is entertaining to me. No, it was the DS1 guy. I can't remember his name. He was one of the European runners, and I think it was a combination of the accent and everything else. He was just always really snippy about it. But, well, see, and the reason Bubbles, I remember Bubbles did couch commentary for Demon Souls. He's been involved in a lot of the Souls runs at GDQ, so it's not surprising they brought him in. See, I didn't watch this year's Bloodborne run. I've so far managed to not spoil Bloodborne from GDQ events. So I'm trying to keep it that way. But, oh, Blacksmith. Yes, Cotty. That was the one. And I think it was just a kind of a combination of the accent and his personality, but he didn't have like the hey, it's GDQ, let's have fun. It was very much every time somebody would say something, he would just kind of be like, no, you're wrong, it's this. Like, as much as I love when the world record holders are at GDQs, I would rather have someone who's personable in the event that can you know, kind of keep the crowd involved and do his thing. It's why I love watching any of PJ's runs, even if I don't know anything about the game he's doing, because he always manages to make stuff fun. Oh God, I've got the cathedral's next, isn't it? I don't want to do the cathedral. Cathedral sucks. Maybe cathedral will be better with a melee character though. Oh, and I need to. Okay. Oh, you're talking the one that. Yeah, there was a. Was it PS2? Because I have never watched anything that Distortion 2 has done, so I don't know his side of that at all. Yeah, I remember that was supposed to be like a throwback to the old one's Wolf, but that was all I remember. Come on, Toaster. Why can't I think of the guy? Darbian is the Super Mario Brothers 1 guy. Where they're, at this point, they're down to like frames. Huh. This really should have loaded by now. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, I think we're just going to kill that and start it back up again. Let's see what this comes back as. No, the app is not still running. Oh, for the love of... I don't know, it's kind of funny because I follow some of the speedrunners a lot through the year. Like Gyre and Pewexel and PJ and Spike Vegeta and a bunch of kind of like the AGDQ and SGDQ people, but I just can't seem to. There's always more things that I'm interested in than I have the time to follow if I'm actually going to play any games myself. Please don't say that it broke any of my save data. I like watching TMR's runs. I have a really hard time watching TMR because he tends to like lose his cool a lot in his streams. You know, I don't think you could do it for the Dark Souls series in general, but I wish they would do more of the races and less of the which way am I going? Is it this way? Now let's go up top. But like the Super Metroid races were getting a little old and a little dangerous in terms of the save or kill the animals. Oh, okay, you can't go this way. Incentive and like people not finishing races because the runs are really dangerous. But like I really like watching there was a Ninja Gaiden trilogy relay race a couple years back now. It was really cool. I don't think you can search by genre. You might be able to get something like that. There's a lot of like communities. You might be able to find something with some of the Twitch communities, but okay. Ha! Those guys always give me grief. Now Twitch is surprisingly limited for what some of that kind of stuff. Alright, let's go deal with the evangelist. BS, behind! Which part of I'm behind you do you not understand? Fine. And it's a miracle people are still playing a lot of the MMO games. They're just... They all seem to be the same anymore. And not like in the good way, like, oh yeah, they're all like feeding off each other, taking the good things. They're all just the same freaking game. Oh look, it's another bonfire. That describes every Elder Scrolls game. Well, if you're gonna have to be a little more specific. Oh, come on, camera. That is some bull. Do these guys stay dead after I kill them? I don't remember. Good, because that's way more work than it should have been. I am bad at these games. Alan's Ashes. You know, Wolf, that reminds me of a lot of the old WoW quests, because there were a lot of things that just wouldn't appear unless you had the quest in your quest inventory. But you would be wandering around in one area doing things, and then you'd come back shortly after in the quest chain with a new quest, and all of a sudden there'd be stuff on the ground that you had seen everybody else picking up before you that was now there for you to pick up. That jerk up there. As long as there's nobody else, I think I'm going to go hit the bonfire again. That's, I think, been my biggest problem with a lot of the MMOs, is that the NPC quest chains don't really affect the world in any meaningful way inside an MMO. Oh, come on. What was I even catching on there? Must have been catching on one of those rocks. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to be nice. Blue Sentinels means if I get invaded, somebody will be summoned for me, right? Because I try to remember to, yeah, I try to be nice and do that so that people who are trying to farm their proofs of a Concord kept can... Oh, come on. There. What, the proof of a Concord kept? Yeah. Part of me says that Mound Makers is worse, but that's just because the Mound Makers Covenant is so broken. Yeah, I have moments of brilliance surrounded by moments of just complete and utter shit, Focie. Oh, that's right. There's, do you get the... Oh, Archer can see me from here. See, I didn't think you could get the Mound Maker thing from being summoned PvP-wise. I thought you only could get it if somebody summoned you as a helpful... Or as a... Yeah, helpful. We'll use helpful in air quotes. I would have enjoyed Mound Makers a lot more if they also got the reward for helping you actually kill the boss. Like, if it literally was a... Yeah, I mean, you could, but it seemed like it was... That isn't how it ended up playing out in real life. And I think, and maybe it was just because by the time I got into it, all of the Mound Makers were basically PvP guys. But it felt like I never actually got a helpful Mound Maker. The only helpful Mound Makers I got was when I was an Aldrich Faithful, and the Mound Makers would help me kill the host, whereas all of the red invaders tried to kill me too. Alright, come on, dogs. Come on, doggies. Come see me, doggies. I just walked straight into that freaking arrow. Like, I could not have screwed that up any harder if I had tried. Man, these guys, yeah, that was the thing. Like, you could help them get to the boss, but you didn't get your vertebra shackle that way. There's something I don't want to, oh no. Alright, it's time for all of the screaming. Talk to him. Let's get this stuff. That's something good. Alright, I am going to head back to the shrine, level up, and probably call it a night. But if you want to stick around for a second, Focie, I'll show you what it looks like when I turn on the Super Nintendo with that capture card. And you can tell me what you think of the quality on that.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How gracious let I only.
Still not selling any shards. That seems like a stupid ring. Maybe I'm missing something, but this just seems like a really stupid ring.
Ashen One, be none.
Come on, open up my inventory. I don't care about the... Don't care. Is... What about the Fable games? Focie, did you ever play those? Or Jade Empire?
Ah, how may I be of service?
Jade Empire was actually really cool. I think I have that on Steam. I might do a stream of that. That's one of those games that I think kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people.
Ashen one.
All right. Oh, I got an Estus shard. You can't bring yourself to be.
Tis good, wasn't he?
I think if you find the right group of NPCs,
Pretty be careful.
it's a lot easier to play the jerk if the people you're interacting with are all kind of idiots isn't the right word, but if they're like kind of that annoying schmarmy thing, I feel like it's like, oh, it's so worth it to be able to kind of go off a little. Alright, now I got my 8 shards. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the menu. See, I would have a hard time intentionally sacrificing stuff like that. Like, that kind of stuff is not so cool to me, but being like an actual jerk player, I could totally pull off. Alright, give me a second here, and I'm going to switch scenes in OBS, and hopefully things don't go too horrible while I do it. Alright, you should be seeing stuff. I think. Hoping. Yell if you aren't seeing anything. Cool. Yeah, so the only downside to this, and the software for this thing is in Japanese, so I don't know what I might be missing, is that I'm actually watching it in OBS. Oh, jumped too early. So much lag. Oh. These games are definitely different. Oh, I'm in the... Yeah, we're just gonna bypass that. Oh, died to the wolf. Yeah, for the record, this game is horribly broken in a lot of ways. Oh, not the least of which is that the hitboxes are kind of wonky. But yeah, so this is, I mean, this is the kind of the quality you're seeing. There's a bunch of options, but this was, once I got the drivers installed, I just added it as a video source and it was plug and play. Oh, messed that up. Anyway, that's kind of what that looks like. So, and you do get like a probably the visible blue box there when I reset. So, or the blue box when there's it's not picking anything up. So that's the that might just be the game. Let me swap to something that looks cleaner, and we'll see what that one does. Oh, let's try that again. This cart better not be messed up. Come on. Still seeing the CRT lines? I don't have Yoshi's Island. In fact, I almost didn't buy this one because they were asking quite a bit for it, but when I was looking on Amazon, it's the same price there, and I wasn't going to spend hours on eBay and like combing through flea markets trying to find something. So like there's the gradients that aren't smooth, but they were never smooth. So the real question is, does this look like it has a bunch of scan lines on it? Because if it does, there's probably some options I can do that change video deinterlace method. Yeah, there's some options I've got that I can play with. Oh yeah, Yoshi's Island was really... Let's see, these aren't mine, so no idea where they are. Potential spoilers. Let's go get into a fight. Oh, where's the good place? Over here. Up. There it is. Well, I have some deinterlace options. What does this person have for magic on these people? Did this person not get Ultima? No Ultima. This is some bull. No air anchor either. Yeah, this is an actual NES cart. Fine, we'll try this trick. Let's play around with some options. Oh yeah, the PS1 port. The PS1 port was super slow. This one has some weird bugs though. Like this, battle speed only affects the enemy turns, not your turns, so really having it set to 1 is kind of scary. I always did that. The single multiple thing was cool. You could actually have a second player on the Super Nintendo and assign them which party member in order the controllers were for. So you could do like this, and then whoever was player 2 would control the top 2 characters in combat. That was pretty cool. I could do the Demon Chocobo thing, but I won't. I don't remember how, like, what the settings are, but it was always an RPG limit break thing. But yeah, that's typical combat. Have you seen the Demon Chocobo, Focie? It's something. I'll see if I can... I'm just glad that this trick works. It's so cheap. So, like in the Windows setups, they have those pre-made things, and one of them is a Chocobo. And I don't remember which one it is. But there's one of them... Oh... I might have to go find a picture of it online. But there's one of these options that they use where they do some crazy stuff with the background. Oh, that's what it was. It was for multiple of these. I'm going to find a picture and send it to you in Discord, because there is no way I'm going to remember the settings for it. But it, yeah, here's a good picture that I can shove into Discord. Keep in mind that this was they used that Chocobo background for this. And I don't remember how they exactly got it, but so Chocobos are little like bird things. I keep reaching for an analog stick that's not here. Trying to think of where I could go that might have one. Which town? Not Figaro Castle. World of Ruin is kind of jacked up in that regard. Not there, I don't think. Let's find out. Yeah, they're bird horses. That's a good example, or good description. And when you're on one, you can't get into any random encounters. Oh no, Zozo won't have one. They're one of the few things that's like a staple in the series from game to game. This place might, though. That almost all of the Final Fantasy games have a Chocobo. This is a Chocobo. And they make cute little sounds. Now that's weird because it should be. That's funny. Cool. So let me fix that. They're not all turn-based. Oh, you get the Chocobo theme when you ride one too. Although it was really weird in this one. Anyway, no, they're not all that way, but a lot of them were. Yeah, they've kind of experimented a bunch. Like these ones technically aren't. They're turn-based, but they're not. They okay, I gotta fix that before I go absolutely insane. So if there's battle mode of active or wait, and when you have it set to wait, nothing happens while you're in a menu unless that action was already queued up and ready to go. Active means when you're in a menu during combat, all of the timers still go off, and so enemies can keep attacking you while you're picking things out. Random encounters are a little rough, but that's where the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest I have has no random encounters, because you can see all the encounter points as you walk into them. It has a lot of other problems, though. You know, I thought I fixed that the other day, and it seems like it's acting up again. Because, yeah, I swear the last time you had mentioned that, we talked about it, and I changed the font size. Yeah, what is it? Hey, there we go. But yeah, Focie, so that's I can send you an Amazon link if you want. It was pretty simple to get it set up. Didn't take a lot of time or anything like that, so. But yeah, it's pretty cool for what it is. But I think, gentlemen, I am gonna call it a night. It's 10:30. I gotta hop a shower. Because I have to be at a customer site tomorrow morning at like 8:30 in the morning. So, you know, I do, and I don't know if it's there's all kinds of options. I just don't know what oh, hey. Hold on a second. Let me pop this back on with something that was much more obvious, and we'll take a quick look at this. Because as soon as you said that, I found a different deinterlacing thing. I have a couple options. This one right now is marked as blend. There's retro. That looks kind of bad. Let's see what this looks like once I get into an actual in-game thing. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the deinterlacing on stuff like this, but it's one of those that it's such a... Yeah, this is blend too. It's once you scale up and you get into high resolution, it looks really weird when it's really rough. So this is retro right here, which is, you know, you're on a delay, so it's gonna take it a bit. I just cycled through a couple options, but oh, you jerk of a wolf. Sure. Go back to blend. Oh yeah. So yeah, Arthur has a double jump in this. You have to have the double jump or you wouldn't get anywhere. But yeah, it's one hit is he loses his armor, and then the second hit. See, and apparently, once you've died once, you can't make that first double jump safely. But yeah, the only way for me to get my armor back and to be able to afford a second hit is going to be to find a treasure chest that has armor in it. And that's really rough to do. So yeah, these see, actually the cool thing with the double jump, Focie, is it lets you change direction in midair too. You can go, oh come on, get on top. You can do like the forward jump like I've been doing. Or you can go like forward, back. Okay, if you don't suck, you can double jump. I still need to pick up like Castlevania 4. I've got a laundry list of stuff that I would like to pick up for this. But now that I know that this capture works, and I can start doing some planning around that, I have a whole library of PS2 games that this opens up, which is nice because like the nice stuff with this is it's a video feed off of this device. There's no, I don't have to worry about what, is the computer struggling because it's, the game I'm playing, or is it the capture, or is it Twitch? I used to have a bunch of them. I used to have all kinds of Super Nintendo and Nintendo games, and then I gave them away like an idiot. Like I gave away a copy of Final Fantasy III a few years ago, and now I regret it. Come on. Oh, great. A useless weapon. We'll go with it anyway. Yeah, it's not like it's Earthbound prices, but like I don't have a Super Nintendo anymore because I didn't have the console. I'm like, I'll never play this. I'm not even sure what that was hitting. Something was breaking that, though. Oh, well. Now that you've seen all this, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Oh, yeah, I went back and forth on the NES Mini a couple times, and I really thought about it, but it was like, the nice thing with this is I can go buy a bunch of games that nobody else wants to play, like Lagoon, and have fun with them, and not worry about the, making it, dealing with it not being available on that one. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm sure I'll catch up with you in the serve tomorrow, and you're gonna do some. Do we have another DS2 stream coming up anytime soon, Focie? Yeah, yeah, this was something I kind of threw together based off of the interface for the NES Final Fantasy. That's fair enough. Oh yeah, we do have that. We've got Hollow Knight coming up soon. Whenever your internet's back to normal now, right? But Now, in all fairness, DS2 gave me a bunch of crazy mood swings. Hollow Knight is so good. Alright, good night, guys. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.